Bang bang! Welcome here to the Week Junior, and this time we're gonna go ahead and do the December 9th, 2023 issue. Let's start off with China. School wins the top building prize. There's a school in China, and in the annual World Architecture Festival, which is a festival that celebrates well-designed architecture or buildings from the last year. Keep this in mind that they still have to be built. They still haven't been built yet. Anyways, there's this school in China that has won the top prize, the World Building of the Year Award for 2023, which is given every year about the best designed architectural building from the year before, and it's called Huijin High School, which is a boarding school where the pupils go there and live and sleep there, which is in Ningbo City. It was designed by a Chinese company who wanted to bring the power of nature indoors, and according to this, they've designed it so that students can look at this, which students can face the sunrise when it does happen, and it also gives students a space to relax and relieve their stress between their lessons, which is good. However, that isn't the only winning buildings though. Other winning buildings include the Probiotic Tower in Cairo, Egypt, which has actually won the Future Project of the Year category. These probiotics, yes, I didn't butcher that. Probiotics are tiny living things that are often added to food so that they are good for our digestive system and our health. They themselves can also create oxygen as they're like plants and things. The architects have designed a building, with keeping that in mind, that they say that this will be turn Cairo, which is in Egypt, into a good, healthy city again, at least with the help of this and other buildings too. The plan is to use an out-of-use water storage tower into an eco-friendly building that will naturally create its own oxygen and biomass, which is a type of fuel, and it is renewable. The probiotic tower should be finished by December 2025, so we're gonna have to wait until next year to see what it is like. Nice. Next we have Toby, the long lost cat. Now Toby, a cat, has been missing for not 5 days, not 10 days, not 10 weeks, not 10 months, not 10 years, not 100 years. Cats can't live 100 years. But he's been missing for 11 years. Ha! And this cat called Toby has been reunited with his owner in Nuneaton, England. Luckily, Toby was fitted with a microchip years before, and when he was picked up by the charity Cats Protection, staff scanned him and found that his address of his family, which was just a few miles away. So Toby has been living in the wild for 11 years. Wonder if he joined his clan or whatever. Which is nice too. That was an amazing week. December 9th of 2023. Next, we have to talk about the around the world news. Around the world news. Let's start off with Dublin, Ireland. In Dublin, Ireland, students from the University College of Dublin have built their own mini little satellite, and that it was launched into space on December 1st. Wonder if they got a permit to go up there. But then again, no one owns space, so hey, you can go ahead and do whatever you want because it's space, and there's a lot of space. And as I'm going to say right now, there's a lot of space in space. Anyways, the satellite has been engraved with a poem written by 12 Irish school children, and the satellite, called Earsat-1, this will carry out 3 experiments in space, and the data will be sent back to the researchers in Dublin. It's gonna be a while that happens though, and here at the photo I'm looking at right now, there's a mini satellite. And next, we're gonna go to Naka, Japan. In Naka, Japan, a nuclear fusion reactor has been unveiled. Now, on December 1st, a nuclear fusion project was launched in Japan. And nuclear fusion is the process that produces energy inside the stars, like the sun. To make power from nuclear fusion on Earth, lots of energy must be put into the reactor. And the aim is to create more energy than is being put into the reactor, but so far it's not working on large scale. Well, now, nuclear fusion is basically what powers the hydrogen bomb. Now, you might know what the atomic bomb is, where they split the atom, but in the hydrogen bomb and nuclear fusion, you just fuse things together. You get things here, and then you push them together. Also, they usually repel each other, if you know a little physics here. They both have positive charges, and opposites attract, and likes repel, and since protons and protons have the same charge, you smash them together. When you try to smash them together, usually it will repel, but if you smash them together at a high force, so fast enough that it'll just break anything in its path, when it collides into another colliding proton, which is also going at the same high speed, the nuclear force, one of the four fundamental forces of the universe, will basically overcome the electric or magnetic force or whatever force that's holding them together. And with that, it just puts them together and it turns into new atoms. And that's how nuclear fusion is happening inside the stars. And stars can do this by cheating a bit because they're super big, and the bigger you are, the more temperatures you have. Next, we're going to have to talk about science and technology. And this is an interesting one too, because it's about the perfect solar system. Speaking of the solar system, our solar system is just the Sun, Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, and used to be Pluto, but then they said, hey, it's too small. Anyways, the perfect solar system. Now, a team of researchers have actually discovered a group of 6 planets revolving around a 6 distant star, 100 light years away, meaning even if you travel at the speed of light, it'll take 100 years. Light isn't that fast when you look at the universe astronomically. Now, Discovery, as I've already said, is 100 light years away from Earth, and what makes it perfect? Well, you might have guessed it already, but all the 6 planets are roughly the same size. They also have good orbits, too. Wherever one orbits once, the other would have orbited already around theirs and 3 times, while another have orbited around 2, and so on. And after several turns, which would probably after several hours, it would turn, after several days or hours, they would just go ahead and align themselves. Harmonic convergence, as I would say, as the, harmonic convergence, where all the planets are in a straight line, as we like to draw in our models, but our solar system has different spins and weird 365-day calendars, and so unfortunately, no, we don't have harmonic convergence that often. Every few thousand years, but that's really rare. And a satellite was sent to observe the solar system, which was dubbed HD 110067. And these planets are all set Neptunes, basically meaning they're bigger than the Earth, but they're just a bit smaller than Neptune. So they're like Uranus size, or that's Uranus size. Just imagine them as Uranuses. Next, we have the book club books. Now, who likes books? If you do, raise your hands up because this will be an awesome time. Now, the book club is Ask the Author. Now, here you ask the author. This author, Peter Bunzel, is the author of the Glassborn creator and explains why villains are actually more fun to write. Now, the first question is, have you ever had a favorite tree? My favorite tree, and his answer was, my favorite tree was an oak in my childhood garden where my uncle built a tree house with a wooden deck and rail, which was more like the prow of a ship. Interesting. Sounds like pirates from Bloxed. Do you believe in fairies? I do, and I'll clap and cheer to prove it, like they do in Peter Pan. Yay! Where are the fairies? Which do you prefer to write about, villains or heroes? Villains. They're more fun to write because they don't play fair. The rules don't apply to us. If you could be king for a day, which rules would you introduce? I would ban anchovies on pizza because they're yuck. I agree with you there, Peter Bunzel. Which was your favorite fairy tale when you were little? Little Red Riding Hood is the best. It's so visually distinctive with its girl, the wolf cutter, a grandma, and red cloak. Next, we're gonna go to entertainment, where this is the world's greatest chocolate maker. Now, most of you as a kid would probably been read the Roald Dahl books, Roald Dahl, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, and its sequel, Charlie and the Great Glass Elevator. And this was supposed to be a trilogy, and he originally Mr. Roald Dahl also originally tried to write a third book called Charlie and the White House. But then he just wrote a few chapters, and for some reason he just stopped writing it himself. He just stopped writing it. And it's just because whatever awards he did, it just didn't work out. And so they just went to the White House, but lots of people have actually did some fan fictions about what happened to Charlie and the White House. And this was the title of the little-known third story about Charlie Bucket, which Roald Dahl started writing, but he never wrote more than the first chapter. Which is actually kind of interesting too. But hey, if you like these books, which I do, and you like chocolate, then lots of things have happened. Now, Willy Wonka's Sweet Dreams have arrived in the cinemas. There's this new movie called Wonka, and most people know Roald Dahl's famous story, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, about a boy who finds a little golden ticket inside one of Willy Wonka's 5 sweet chocolate bars, and wins a tour of Willy Wonka's chocolate factory. And now this new film tells us how Willy Wonka even had this chocolate factory and how he even went here and became great too. And ever since he was young, Willy Wonka had tried to start selling his magical chocolate at the Gallery Gourmet shop. However, when he arrives, there are also other things that he didn't turn out quite as he hoped. Now, three other chocolate makers, known as the Chocolate Cartel, are not actually happy about this new creation. They said chocolate shouldn't be like this. And after getting into trouble, Willie enlists the help of a girl named Noodle, a girl with her own dreams, to help him open his own chocolate shop. And Calla Lane, who plays Noodle, told the Week Junior, this magazine, that everything behind the scenes was just as delicious as it appears on screen. It all felt magical, she said, and there was a chocolatier who would literally create chocolates for them to eat in between filming sessions, and they ate a lot of chocolate. Lane says it felt sick, but it was really good. And the director, which was Paul King, who directed the Paddington films, didn't stop with just chocolate to eat either. For another scene, the crew created an enormous vat of chocolates for Willie and Noodle to swim through. And Lane says if she could make her own magical chocolate, like Willy Wonka, she would make chocolate that would be like invisible, and she would want it to taste creamy, delicious with a hazelnut flavor. Wonka is out now, and cinemas rated PG. And there are even more Roald Dahl tales at home. If you also like the book Matilda, then you'll like this next one too. Matilda Wormwood loves to. This is now on Netflix. This book is now a musical. Matilda the musical is now on Netflix. Matilda Wormwood loves to read, but unfortunately her parents don't understand her hobby. And after meeting an inspirational teacher, Miss Honey, Matilda discovered her own superpowers, apparently lifting things with her own eyes, and decides to stand up for herself. And this came out in 2022. Wow. Fantastic Mr. Fox, Disney Plus. Fantastic Mr. Fox, now on Disney Plus. Mr. and Mrs. Fox enjoys a comfortable life until that is Mr. Fox raids the farm of their human neighbors. And when the farmers retaliate, Mr. Fox and his friends must work together to stop them. And apparently, they're all crooks. Now, these are all Roald Dahl books that you would really enjoy. I've never seen a film adaptation of Roald Dahl in the Great Glass Elevator, maybe just because space effects are a bit too expensive. But anyways, if I could create a movie out of this, I would do it exactly like it says. Also, I'm not sure how I do the aliens, though. Aliens are weird. Especially the ones how they drew it in this book. But hey, that's about it for entertainment. Next, we have That's Unbelievable! And that's unbelievable. Now, what's unbelievable right now? Well, the thing is, there's the world's poshest McDonald's. The branch of McDonald's that was in the town of Freeport, Maine, is in the U.S. and is surely one of the grandest fast food restaurants ever. In fact, this is just doesn't even look like the McDonald's at all, with the golden arches of the famous M and the fancy usual bright lights. Instead, diners sit at like wooden tables in the 1980s old-fashioned style fashion, and there are even candles and fireplaces to set the mood. In the summer, the menu offers lobster-filled rolls. And when it opened in the 1980s, the restaurant was made to look more like an old house than a McDonald's, so it would fit in with the rest of the town. At least people get good fast food too. Nice. Fine digging on nuggets. Nice, man. Nice. And finally, you have On Scream. It's a game! Run the Steam World! Now, if you played Minecraft, which I like, you'll know that the living on top of a mine can have lots of risks, like having skeletons, zombies, endermen, sometimes pillagers, and rare enough, slime, and to lava pools too. And this can have a lot of rewards too, like diamonds, iron, gold, all those kinds of things. That's also the case for Steam World Build. However, unlike Minecraft, your job isn't to, like, walk around, kill people, kill jobs, kill monsters, and do things, but you're just to run the town above. The game is set on an online planet where you are in charge of building your town and keeping its people healthy and happy, searching for ancient technology hidden in the mine. That's because you face a big challenge. The planet around you is dying, and the buried tech could be the key to helping you and your townsfolk escape and find another planet to live on. By key, I mean definitely. Definitely. Unlike Minecraft, you're not playing a character who runs around like building, taking, battling, pillaging, looting, killing. No. It's more like SimCity and other city building games, like Lego City too, and where you place buildings and features to help your population grow. And by the way, that population is made up of robots rather than humans. You can literally turn robo-cows into robo-burgers for the robots to eat, as they need water and fuel at the very least. And you'll, of course, need to trade resources too, but besides that, you'll be building below underground to help your bots explore the depth, find the ancient machines, and cope with some of the monsters they'll meet as they go deeper and deeper. Well, they're robots. I'm sure it'll be fine. Yeah, that's about it. And Yeah, that's it. And so if you learned something here and want to play the Steam World or go to that fancy 1980s style McDonald's, then put your hands up. And that's it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. See you guys soon. Until next time, Week Junior, December 9, 2023, case closed. Sean out.